Earlier, I spoke to John Gachie, an expert on South Sudan, who sought his views on why Juba abandoned its earlier resistance to the deployment of those troops.
For me, there are two key issues that perhaps would explain this. One is that the government of South Sudan is finding itself increasingly isolated and increasingly unable to deliver peace and what it had promised its people, that there will be talks and they will be able to have inclusive discussion. Having said that, it's also apparent that there are still internal divisions within the government of South Sudan vis-a-vis the way forward and how to deal with the peace. Now, the issue then of allowing this regional peace is, in my view, to buy time, in that they had stuck their neck out too far and they have not delivered. So it's a climb down to try and buy time as they sort out a lot of other political, military and security issues in South Sudan.
What is the likely impact of this regional protection force in the South Sudan conflict?
Penina, let's look at it this way, that for the people of South Sudan, the international community and even the regional countries, the issue is that the government of South Sudan has failed utterly at this particular moment, despite and in spite its protestations that its sovereignty is under threat. Indeed, it is on account of its political failures that its sovereignty is continuously under threat. Now, one of the key issues as we talk right now is that there is a varied attacks right across the entire country. And as we are hearing, there are certain elements and certain issues that are coming to the fore that possibly the security and the military apparatus is or might not really hold. Now, having said that, we have to accept that the UNMISS, as it is now constituted, was totally, in my view, possibly unable to provide the key aspect of a peacekeeping force, security, to the people of South Sudan. Now, I think its mandate was peacekeeping. The regional protection force, I believe, will be a hybrid that will have what we call peace enforcement, a component of that, in that they will be able to take initiative to be able to protect the people of South Sudan without necessarily having to stretch the entire peacekeeping mission. So, are we having a situation of a joint peacekeeping and peace enforcement? And these two words and mandates are fairly different.
Right.
And we are thinking then that perhaps this would confirm to the people of South Sudan that possibly the UN could come to their aid in case something happened.